All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. Dark mode Black Friday drop. That's what we're doing right here. This is the Crispy Donut Community Hanson Warncliffe or WXL Blade Binge exclusive dark mode Crispy Donut Community. Let's get into this guy. This was sent to me by Eric over at Blade Binge. Now, guys, just to put this in your mind before we get too deep, and let's show this guy off and look at this blade. Now, we're going to talk about that craziness for sure. Really, really cool. Now, there are two versions of this. There's one version that's going to drop at Crispy Donut Community and one that's going to drop at Blade Binge Shop, and that's this one. They're dropping on the 29th, so Black Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And my discount code of Knives Fast at Blade Binge Shop will get you 10% off to $229. There are only 100 of these, and they're made by Kubi. And guys, I'm just going to give you a cool bit right up front. Just like the Devo S90V knives that just came out, this S90V is treated to 62 HRC. Unbelievably cool indeed. Now let's start going over this guy. Look at, we have titanium frame with this deep, nice diagonal milling. It is deep and it is very beautiful. You've got, of course, the accents in that Blade Binge teal here, which is really cool. I kind of wish they had done the back spacer as well. I'm not really sure why they didn't, to be honest with you. And we do have a lanyard hole here. Now, I will say right off the bat, this is not what KC would consider an XL knife. This is an L knife, like a normal size knife, like a large or maybe even, just below large. But it is not XL to me. I think of the original artisan proponent in a big Warncliffe or cleaver like this as XL. This, it's taller, but it's not really super long. And we'll go over the specs here in just a moment. Now, it is a frame lock. You do have a really deep lock bar relief here. You do have a lot of weight reduction milling inside, and your lock bar does have a steel insert here. You can see we're locked up at about 45 to 50. We are dead centered, and it comes all the way out to the back spacer there, which is preferred for me. You have a flipper tab with jimping, and you have a thumb stud, and you also have a fuller. Flat scales, but chamfered all the way around, and I dig it. But again, if you were going to go with the black clip, I still think, anyway, that's just me. All right, so flipper tab, good jimping, great detent for the flipper tab for sure. Thumb stud, yep. Good detent there. Can I middle finger flick it off? Whoops, let's see. Can I not? Yes, I can. Okay. And off the thumb stud, and now the fuller. Yep, you can do that as well. So great access to the lock bar. Really nice chamfer. You can see on bearings. Very smooth. It is a heavier blade. Now, blade. Let's talk about the blade. We have a black coated Warncliffe blade here. You have the CDC jimping, this very crazy jimping that they do right here and right here. Now, this is very good for utility cuts. Now, we'll tell you guys, we're not really going to be doing any cutting in the review. This is going back to Blade Binge to be sold. So I'm, not going to be cutting. I did cut some paper, and it is sharp. Zero doubt about that. It is very sharp, cuts the paper real well. I struggle to cut paper, so in the review, we're just going to avoid that. So I'm just going to give my opinion right off the bat. Now, this is a design thing, so they can do whatever they want. This is their knife. I do love this crazy swedge here, and I love the fact that I have a thumb ramp. By the way, really good sharpening choil. You can see the plunge does come out close there, but we have plenty of room for several mini sharpenings, I think. And you have a really good tip for getting down into stuff. My comment, and I cannot verify this because I wasn't supposed to cut cardboard with it, and that's, people wonder, why do you cut cardboard? Well, the reason is that tells me the geometry of a knife. It tells me if I can get down into that knife and get a good slice, because cardboard doesn't move as easily as paper. And so if it's kind of a wedgy we talk about that word all the time here on the channel, but like more of a wedge style of a bevel, then it might struggle with cardboard. But I can't tell you whether it did or didn't because, I haven't used it that way. So it is very sharp. So it should be fine. It's going to be great for your normal utility cuts and for slicing paper and cutting into boxes. I don't know about cardboard. For me, I would have preferred to see a normal grind coming up way higher and giving us better geometry down towards the edge. Now, I am not sure about this blade stock thickness. I don't have it listed at all here. I don't really have specs, but it is, by the way, I'm recording this way before it drops. So that would explain why I don't have all the info. But I would say it's 0.12 of an inch or 3.2 millimeter stock. And then let's just go through, where is my trusty ruler? Oh no, guys, somebody stole my ruler. Okay, well, we're not gonna do that. All right, tell you what, we'll stop down for just a second. It's literally like 3 seconds. So here we are. We are back with the ruler. Now this blade, you guys can see, is about just under like 2 and 15/16. So right under 3 inches, 3 1/4 on the actual blade length, but you've got that, notch there. On the handle, the full handle length is 4 1/4. Your grip length is 3 1/2. Now, how does that work out for me? Works out very nicely. I get a good 4-finger grip. Now, I am landing up here past the jimping. You can do this. I just prefer to land up here on the flat, and it feels great very much. Now, this is aggressive jimping. It is definitely good jimping, but it is aggressive indeed. Very good. Again, lock bar moves really easily. I like that a lot. Your action is great. No side to side, no up and down. Kubi kills all of that kind of stuff. Great chamfers to make this feel really nice in hand. This guy is right at like 0.49 of an inch. And let's go ahead and do the weight just because I'm curious what the weight of this guy is. If I had to guess, gosh, is maybe 3.8 ounces is going to be, whoops, we got to zero this out. Maybe 3.8 is what I'm going to say. 3.95. I was close enough. Come on, give me a break here. So again, I do love that Kubi has heat treated this to 62 HRC. That means they're doing vacuum and cryogenic heat treatment. This, by the way, the handle finish is PVD. The blade finish is PVD. Oh, we do have blade length, 3.2, and overall length, 7.5. It is on the paperwork. I am a dork. But there are only 100 of these. Again, they drop on Black Friday at 8 p.m. I don't know what day I'm dropping this. Maybe the day before, like right while you're eating your turkey, you'll be watching this video maybe. I don't know. Because I'm recording this like 2.5, almost 3 weeks in advance. So very, very cool indeed. Now, guys, back to the blade. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I just wish I could test how it does through cardboard. It would be very interesting for me to see, and we may just come out saying, wow, that was really good. Probably will. But it is quite, as you can see, thick, just above the edge there, and just with a higher grind, it would have made that thinner, closer to the edge. And that's just, and aesthetically, and again, I know they go for different stuff, and they also go, by the way, they also go for something that doesn't have a thin tip that holds up really well. And my guess is that's the reason Drew and Luke made this one the way they did, is so this thing, I mean, this could hold up to anything, tactical situation, anything. That's most likely why they did it. But for me, aesthetically, it would look better to have that higher grind. But, you know, again, you guys know when you get a Knives Fast review, it's going to be honest and give you my opinion fully and totally. It is a very cool knife, and I know a lot of you support the Crispy Donut community, guys. 100%, and I do too. I think they're really cool. No more sprinkles, but this is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool route to go. Also, check out the one, I think it's gray and purple, that they will be dropping with a black blade, by the way, on their site as well. So definitely check that out, guys. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. First 25 of the 100 orders, there's only 100. First 25 orders at Blade Bench get a dark mode activated CDC glowing coin. How cool is that? That is cool. So definitely check that out, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Stick around on the channel. Have some fun. And thank you so much, Eric at Blade Bench, for sending this along. And thanks, guys, for watching the Knives Fast channel.